This podcast is brought to you by 8 Letters Bookstore and Publishing. Are you an aspiring writer wanting to get your work out to the world? Try our self-publishing course and be your own boss. You'll learn the process of starting your own publishing company, from editing, book cover making, marketing, up to organizing a book launch. Or if you'd rather focus on writing, contact us and we'll do the rest. We offer editing, formatting, and book cover making services. And for a more professional touch, we can also create your website for you. Visit us at 8lettersbooks.com or join our online community. Just search for 8 Circles on Facebook. Okay, let's all welcome Miss Cherrie Ann Balictar, our guest for today.
Hello everyone. Happy to be here.
Yes, okay. Guys, Cherrie was the person actually na tumulong sa akin to get back on track. I'm not sure if you still remember in the beginning of the year, or maybe it was late last year when you contacted me.
Yeah, actually I do remember.
Yeah, it was during the time when I was taking a break on my passion projects, and you messaged me and you asked me for a project, for a collaboration, di ba, sa The Greatest Digital Creatives. And
That's right.
yes, alam mo, I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful na kung hindi dahil sa'yo, I'll probably be still, be wasting my time just focusing on maybe my career, and maybe hindi ako babalik sa pagsusulat. And you really helped me. Thank you so much. I owe you a lot.
Salamat din.
Yeah.
Because after we talked about the project we did with The Greatest, I figured that there are people who I can collaborate with, na parang because the thing is, when you create projects, inisip mo kasi parang ikaw lang yung nakakaintindi or ikaw lang yung may gusto. But if you were able to find people who has the same interest as you, and someone who would be willing to go for it, parang, 'di ba? Nakakatuwa, nakaka-inspire din lalo. So if I was able to inspire you, you did the same thing for me.
Oo nga. Well, actually, nakilala ko si Cherrie, I believe about 1 year or 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
When we were doing...
Grabe, tagal na pala, no?
Ang tagal na. And nagkakilala tayo online kasi nag-call for submission ang 8 letters. Was that New Beginnings?
Yes, that's a story. Story na submission sa New Beginnings.
Oo, yun. New Beginnings. So,
and then we met in person dun sa launch na.
Oo, sa 8 Letters Lit Fest. It was April 2016? 2018. Was it 2018?
17?
2017.
2 years ago.
2 years ago. So, yun yung history namin ni Cherrie. So, thank you again for coming in and for agreeing in being our guest in our podcast sa Coffee and Fly. So, I intend to use the title, When to Know When to Quit Your Job.
Oh, okay.
And also, of course, we'll talk about freelancing. We'll have a few questions. So, shall we get on it?
Sure, let's go. Let's do this.
Okay. Let's get it on. So, the first question I have here is, what made you think na it is time to quit your job and to pursue freelancing?
Okay, so for those of you who, of course, don't know me, I shifted in different careers in the past. So, when parang ang pinakamatagal ko is with the BPO industry and teaching. So, before I started freelancing, actually, I was a full-time college instructor. And it was in 2015 where I accepted my very first writing gig. And that was because I needed extra money. Because at that time, even though I was teaching full-time, I don't have enough money to finish my master's degree. So, and I'm not really the kind of person who would ask people for money for the things I want to accomplish. I'd rather earn the money and, use it for my projects or for whatever accomplishments I still want to do in my life. So that's what I did. Parang the money is enough, it's able I was able to pay my monthly bills.
Mm-hmm.
I can go out, I have savings. But then again, the master's degree is taking a toll on me because it's really expensive when you education is not free. Kahit masabihin natin na we want to make education free in this country, but really we cannot. Imposible. So I figured I needed another job. So I scoured the internet and found out that there are companies out there looking for writers. Now, you don't have to go to their office. Parang everything is done remotely.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what I did. I have my very first writing assignment was with a company who is offering teaching materials for K-12 students. Kasi nung time na yon 2015, parang nag-uumpisa pa lang yung K-12 curriculum.
Okay.
And may mga private schools na gusto lahat online. Wala ng books. So here comes this company who's offering that kind of service. And at that time, I think they have already 10 schools who signed up.
Mm-mm.
So they needed someone to create a curriculum for them for world literature. And it just so happened that that's my minor. I mean, that's my bachelor's degree. That's what I majored. And then I'm doing a master's degree in English language teaching. So they figured, pwede naman. At kasi in line with, what she finished and what she's doing. Kasi teacher nga. And then, so that was January. Patapos na yung school year. And then the project continued because apart from creating the curriculum, I need to create videos. Para it's me lecturing to my students. So yung videos will be shown online. Tapos kunwari nagtuturo-turo ako, may whiteboard sa likod, nagsusulat ako. Parang ordinary classroom setup.
Okay.
Online nga lang. So the project ended summer. Tapos after nun, I figured, maybe this is something that I can do, on the side while teaching. Tapos, and then here comes another website called essays.ph.
Okay.
So, I know right now there are assessments that you need to pass before they give you writing projects. I'm not sure. But before, you just log in. You just register and log in and then choose whatever writing projects you want, as many as you can handle. So, that also paid well for me. Kaya lang, hindi ganun kataas.
Okay.
So
ito yung nag-trigger sa'yo? Or meron pang naging turning point in the future?
At the same time, I also figured that I wanted to write full-time. Hindi naman sa ayaw ko nang magturo. Because I love teaching. I think it's still what I do best. However, I think the environment has become toxic for me. Or siguro hindi lang talaga ako magaling mag-handle ng politics when it comes to the academe. Okay. Well, politics is everywhere naman. But for me, it has become too much. Na parang yung ideals ko for teaching students of literature, hindi na nagko-coincide dun sa mga policies ng school. Parang ganun.
Okay, so how old were your students pala?
College.
College. Okay.
Yes.
Pero just, it turns out na parang yung politics is not working for you.
Yeah, parang ganun. Or maybe it's just me because I think of myself as being too idealistic. Or siguro ganun din naman yung tinuro kasi sa akin nung nasa school ako eh. Pero yun nga din, parang not everything that you teach in school can be applicable when you use it in real life.
Pero meron din namang hello? Yeah, so meron din namang like another way. Kung politics man lang din. Have you thought about applying for another school?
No na.
Okay.
Kasi after my first and second writing jobs, I discovered another platform where they hire Filipinos for freelance work. And that is where I got my very first full-time client.
Okay.
However, yun nga, graveyard shift because we start at 7 in the evening until 3 in the morning. Tapos, the pay is the same as what I am being paid when I was still teaching.
Oh, okay.
So, I figured, teka, kapareho lang yung sweldo ko. Di pa ako umaalis ng bahay. Di pa ako gumagastos sa pagkain.
Hindi mo na kailangan maligo.
Hindi na kailangan maligo. Tsaka alam mo yun, kahit malate ka ng gising, let's say 5 minutes before, pucha on time ka pa din.
Oo nga. And you know, you can avoid traffic din, lalo na sa Pilipinas.
Exactly.
Sobrang
and
hassle.
I think it has helped me a lot because parang ano na ako, yung vision ko rin kasi hindi na masyado okay. Parang
okay.
hindi na siya nako-correct ng glasses.
Oh.
So I'm a little scared na rin when I commute. Parang lagi na rin akong pag naglalakad sa sidewalk, maingat na ako sa paghakbang kasi hindi ko na makita yung kung mababa pa ba or pa yung hakbang kung mataas. Alam mo yun? There are instances where lagi akong nadadapa or muntik ako masagasaan kasi hindi ko natansya yung layo or lapit nung sasakyan.
Oh, okay.
So, medyo ano na rin yung vision ko. Kaya sabi ko, I think this is
it's better for you to stay at home and work from home. Okay. So, well, it's good for you na you quitted your job. And I was also thinking na maybe you probably, or actually you did dig deeper, right? Na tingin mo, ito yung mas babagay sa'yo rather than teaching itself. Kasi
siguro,
you've always wanted to write.
Just to tell everyone, freelancing or working from home is not really for everybody. Parang, just like any other type of job or career, na parang lahat naman hindi pwedeng maging piloto or lahat naman hindi pwedeng maging doktor, di ba? So there are, people would say that you are destined to do something in this life and be good at it. At meron din naman na you discover it as time goes. And in my case, I know that I'm really good at teaching. However, I also want to write. So when the time came that I was able to get an opportunity to write and get paid, edi syempre ginrab ko na din.
Oo nga. And I think freelancing is for those who are or who have already built the discipline themselves. Kasi hindi pwedeng gigising ka ng tanghali. Sorry, ikaw yung example.
Yeah, because there are misconceptions about freelancing na parang ang freelancing daw ay para lang sa mga tamad. Yung mga hindi kaya ng 8 to 5 na shift. Or meron one time nga may nabasa ako na nung nalaman daw ng nanay niya na nag-freelance siya online. Parang sabi ng nanay niya, ano yun, naghuhubad-hubad?
Oy, freelancing din yan,
Oo, freelancing din yun. Pero there are decent online jobs out there, like what I do. Pero syempre, may mga may mga panoti-noti din.
Okay.
Well, it's up to you naman kung kaya mong, di ba?
Okay, I'll probably have to cut this when editing. Okay, so I guess, na-answer naman natin ang first question, which is, what made you think and why pursue freelancing? So there are pros and cons. So my second question is, what are the biggest hurdles and how did you overcome it?
Okay.
Meron ba?
Meron, absolutely.
Okay.
Kasi when you're freelancing, you are not an employee. You are an independent contractor. So your client can let go of you anytime.
Okay.
But I remember yesterday I saw someone from Facebook posting na she lost 4 clients in one day. And that is because the business is not doing well considering Q4 ngayon
Q4, sorry, please elaborate.
Fourth quarter ng
okay.
2019. So lahat ngayon naghahabol ng sales.
So bakit kaya?
I don't know, hindi naman niya binanggit kung ano yung business ng mga clients niya. But when you're freelancing kasi, a lot of people would say that it's not stable. Kasi nga, yun nga, anytime mawawala sila
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Parang ganun. And you cannot think of yourself as an employee na dapat sa isa ka lang magsisettle. Imagine mo yun, apat na agad na wala, isang araw
Oo,
lang.
oo.
What more pa kaya kung isa lang, 'di ba?
Okay.
And when you are a freelancer, hindi rin yun basta-basta na makakahanap ka ng clients. There
Mm-mm.
are times when 6 months na wala pa rin.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Mm-mm.
but for me, the biggest challenge that I have encountered is number one, micromanaging. So
Okay.
as you know, I recently started my brand
Mm-mm.
early of this year, and I'm also running 2 blogs, The
Right.
Greatest and Self-Love. So if you're doing everything on your own, you're creating a business on the side, and at the same time, offering your services to different clients, mahirap siya.
Mm-mm.
Mahirap
Mm-mm.
pagsabay-sabayan. But I'd like to think of myself that the reason why I do this is because I am trying to sustain my needs for the
Mm-mm.
present, but I also want to invest for my future.
Oo.
So yun.
So, ito yung dalawang website na yon, yung The
Yes.
Greatest
Mm-mm.
Digital Creatives and yung Self-Love. Nabanggit mo
Yes.
nga sa akin
Mm-mm.
before yung about sa micromanaging. And at first, I was like hesitant kung tatanggapin ko ba to, na is it true na I was micromanaging? Kasi yes, I
Mm-mm.
do have a full-time job and I do have a lot of passion projects, and then sinama pa natin yung blog. So
Oo.
originally I was a part of the self-love after ruins.com,
Mm-mm.
but then I realized na I really couldn't. I've really tried na, alam mo yun, to allocate time as possible. Yun nga
Yeah.
lang. Yun nga
And
lang at the end of the
actually,
day.
Cindy, this is also one thing I learned,
Mm-mm.
na when you are starting a project, well, at first, you can do everything on your own.
Oo.
But as time goes, you would realize that you really need help. And
Oo.
there's nothing wrong with asking people for help,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
which is why I asked you.
Oo nga. Oo
In
nga.
case, di ba?
Thank you. Oo, pero it was really, parang naging eye-opener siya sa akin. Kung paano mo yung
Mm.
ginagawa. And it really is inspiring. Na parang, ang galing. Ang ganda ng concept mo eh. Ang ganda ng vision ng websites na to. And I really hope now na meron ka ng like other writers with you, helping you with
Mm-mm.
this, like I really hope na it will succeed. I think it's doing well, right?
Um, it is gaining traffic,
Mm-mm.
surprisingly.
Oo.
Probably because last month, when I started getting other writers, naging frequent yung pag-upload. So I
Mm-mm.
think Google is having the impression na ay active pa pala tong website na to.
Oo.
Because there are millions of websites around the world, and hindi naman yun lahat active.
Mm-mm.
Kumbaga lahat lang yun mga parang nag-generate lang ng kung ano, pero
Oo.
hindi yun talaga yung mga money-making websites. But
Mm-mm.
either way, so yun nga,
Consistent ka.
my answer to number 2, your question to number 2 is micromanaging. And number 2, money. Because
Okay.
a business needs money to run.
Oh,
And
for sure.
if you are a freelancer, like I said, you cannot think of yourself as an employee anymore. Parang dapat iniisip mo rin na nagpapatakbo ka ng negosyo. Solopreneur, ika nga, kung mag-isa ka pa lang. So, if you don't have money to invest on tools, mahihirapan ka and you have to do everything manually.
So
And what I like about creating providing online services, Cindy, and having online businesses is that may investment pero hindi ganun kalaki. Unlike creating a physical store na
may rent pa,
magre-rent ka,
magbabayad ka ng
magkano yun
staff.
buwan-buwan, di ba?
Oo.
May mga empleyado, may security, may
Insurance.
mag-inventory, may accountant, everything.
Kaya nga.
But if it's just online and you're starting a blog like myself,
Mm-mm.
ano lang, manpower lang, kumbaga oras mo lang sa pagsusulat.
Mm-mm.
Yun lang.
So given na okay, nandiyan na yung time, nandiyan na rin yung of course may mga lessons ka nang na-learn from the past. Would you recommend having an emergency fund? Kasi nabanggit mo yung pera.
Mm-mm.
Emergency
yes.
fund.
Like,
Savings.
if you have a full-time job right now and you see a lot of advertisements on Facebook saying, how I quit my full-time job so I can travel the world. Yung mga ganun bang thing. Di ba nakikita mo rin yun,
Okay.
Cindy?
Nakikita ko
Nako,
rin yun. Nako.
nako. Syempre, sobrang enticing ng mga ganun. Sino ba naman ang may ayaw, di ba?
Right.
Na parang, you are earning money, you can while traveling, tapos you don't have a shitty boss pa, 'di ba?
Oo. Naniniwala ka ba doon?
Ha?
Naniniwala ka sa mga ganon?
Hindi.
Me too. No
Kasi
way.
ako hindi ako makapasyal eh.
Kaya nga. Okay. That
Hindi
will
ko
be for
mailakad
another
yung aso
episode.
ko eh.
That will be for another episode, okay? Very interesting tong topic na to. Pero,
Yun nga, tawag dito. Ano yung
the
tanong mo
money.
yung sa money?
Oo.
If you have a full-time job and you want to try freelancing for some reason, kung ano man ang maging reason mo, wag mo muna, do not quit your full-time job first. Wag muna.
Okay.
Kasi hindi mo naman alam kung ano mangyayari. Number one, hindi mo naman alam kung if it's really for you unless ma-experience mo na siya eh. Diba? So, kung let's say you are an artist or let's say parang hobby mo mag-drawing, gusto mong maggawa-gawa ng mga logo para sa mga companies. Siyempre, you need leads, 'di ba?
Right. So kailangan may solid ka ng potential clients.
Oo, 'di ba?
Ay no,
paano
not
wala?
potential, solid clients.
Paano kung alam mo, mahilig ka lang talagang mag-drawing?
Oo.
Tapos hindi mo kaya yung demands ng mga client. Yung mga tipong, ang usapan, 2 revision lang, pero si client nakakalima na, pero hindi pa rin niya gusto yung ginagawa niya.
Nakasampo.
Diba? Yung mga ganun.
Oo,
So,
oo.
wag mo muna siyang gawing full-time unless sunod-sunod na yung mga projects na makukuha mo.
Okay. So,
Kasi may iba, Cindy, na ginagawa nila, habang full-time sila, may mga racket-racket din sila on the side. And then 6 months later, na-realize nila na mas malaki yung kinikita nila sa pagra-racket nila or sa pag-freelance nila. Then they quit their job.
okay. That's what have I been doing actually. Like, I have a full-time job and then at the same time, I pursue something on the side. Siguro, I would just think about quitting. I don't know siguro, maybe this is just me, na siguro kung magkukwit ako, it will not be about the money. Of course, kailangan ko ng pera to survive. Of course, kailangan ko ng pera para patakbuhin yung business ko. Pero siguro, I would need something deeper. Like, tulad nga na sinabi mo kanina, yung office politics is not working for you, and also health reasons, and ano pa ba, ayaw mo mas prefer mo nang magsulat. So, I guess these are your reasons, 'di ba? Hindi lang yung pera. So, siguro ako din, kung ako rin ang tatanungin mo, siguro like I would prepare an emergency fund, sustainability fund na sabihin natin, okay, maybe within this 1 year, sabihin natin hindi maganda yung magiging business ko, pero ito yung magpapakain sa akin for this year.
So,
diba?
At kung meron ka mga empleyado, may pampasweldo ka sa kanila.
Oo.
Kumbaga, hindi naman pwedeng bigla-bigla mo lang sabihin na, okay, wag mo na hindi mo na kita i-hire next month kasi wala akong pampasweldo sa'yo. Paano naman siya, di ba?
Oo, hindi man
What
pwedeng
if
ganon.
nag-quit siya sa trabaho din niya, so para makapag full-time siya sa'yo? So, unfair din naman, di ba?
Yes.
Kaya nga, may iba. And also, please know na if you're freelancing, pag kunwari malaki na talaga yung kinikita mo monthly, you have to pay taxes na parang kasi you're tagged as self-employed na. Hindi ka empleyado. Also, you have to pay contributions voluntarily like SSS, mga PhilHealth, pag-ibig. Unlike pag empleyado ka sa isang company or sa government, 'di ba salary deduction na 'yon, wala ka nang isipin.
Sila nang bahala doon.
Sila nang bahala. Pero pag freelancer ka, talagang magtatabi ka buwan-buwan para may pambayad ka doon sa mga 'yon.
Okay, so yun, that's something to note when if in the future you're thinking about going freelancing, so hindi siya pang tamad.
Oo, hindi talaga.
Yes, it's a big,
lalo na if you have a lot of clients.
Yeah, procedure.
Yung flexibility of the schedule is enticing. Parang, kumbaga, if you are a mother, if you're a full-time mom and you'd rather stay home and watch your children, okay siya kasi parang pwede ka namang nagpapatulog ng bata habang nagwo-work or
Oo.
may natrabaho habang nagluluto, di ba?
Mm-mm-mm. Okay. So, maybe let's head to the last question. Okay, now that you have experienced being in a freelancer's world, naisip mo pa rin bang bumalik sa, I know this is also called the corporate world kasi tinanong kita kanina. Pero, like, naisip mo pa rin bang magkaroon ng employer?
On a regular day job.
Regular day job, yes, exactly.
Of course, it has crossed my mind. Especially if you are, especially during that time that I lost 3 clients at the same time.
Oh my God.
This year lang yun, Cindy. I think it was February or March ba yun?
Oh, well, you win some, you lose some, diba? Kung
Oo,
today, you lost some clients, maybe tomorrow, better luck.
And parang, yun nga kasi, ang ino-offer kasi ng employment is stability, di ba? Kaya nga, di ba, marami rin po nagtatrabaho sa government kasi para ka nang may trabaho forever.
Yes,
di ba?
very stable.
But, on my case, parang, of course, stability has crossed my mind. But, I wouldn't exchange it to what I am getting now. And besides, when I started The Greatest early this year, we beta tested some online courses, right, Cindy?
Yep.
And I am going to relaunch them hopefully next year, January of next year, or mas mapaaga pa.
Yes.
And without my job as a freelancer, I don't think hindi ko magagawa ko yun. So, freelancing has given me a lot of opportunities online that I have never imagined in my life. Na kung feeling ko, nagtuturo pa rin ako hanggang ngayon. Alam mo yun, baka ngayon, gabundok na naman yung mga test paper na chine-checkan ko.
Oo nga. Yes.
Parang,
I think doing freelancing, it's giving you, the sky is the limit, diba? When it comes to time or potentials. Kasi sabihin natin, okay, fine, stable ka nga sa regular job mo. Pero maybe
you'll be stagnant.
Oo, and maybe it will be the same salary for the whole year around. Unless, of course, taasan nila yung sahod mo ng ilang percentage by after your review, your appraisal. Pero, like, as a freelancer, pwede kang, maybe you can earn a lot more today and then maybe tomorrow hindi maganda. But then, there's always this potential na pwedeng tumaas palalo yung sahod mo. Kasi nasa sayo naman lahat. Like, it depends on you kung paano ka didiskarte.
And for me, I'd say that freelancing gave me more opportunities. Kasi kung full-time ka, assuming you are doing an 8 to 5 per week, di ba? You work 40 hours per week. 8 to 5 ka, nasa isang opisina ka lang. I mean, paano ka rarakit, di ba?
True. That's true.
Pag uwi mo ng alas 5, alas 6, traffic sa EDSA. Ano oras ka na nakaka-uwi? Alas 9, alas 10 ng gabi. Paano ka pa rarakit? Pagod ka na.
So, shower ka lang, tulog ka na.
And then the next day, you have to wake up at 4 in the morning to get ready for your 8 o'clock shift. Di ba?
Oh my gosh. So, yun.
I-imagine ko yun, Cindy, na parang, what if, ako kaya, babalik kaya ako sa teaching, turo ako ulit. But then, naisip ko yung traffic, na parang, layo kasi inisip ngayon, Cindy, every time I go out, na parang, isang oras na yung lumipas sa traffic. Kung nasa bahay lang ako nagwo-work, kumita na ako ng per hour, di ba?
Oo, or siguro, siguro nakapag-allocate ka pa ng mas maraming oras, sabihin natin, sa pagtulog mo, or
true, nakapagpahinga ka pa.
Nakapagkape
naglaro
ka
pa kami ng mga aso ko.
Oo, di ba? So, yun. Okay, I'll have to cut this short. Kasi hanggang 30 minutes lang tong podcast na to. But, I thank you so much, Cherrie, for giving us a chance here in our podcast. And for sharing your knowledge din pagdating sa freelancing. Kasi, I'm sure nowadays, I think, we are very lucky kasi mas marami na ngayong potentials online. Hindi mo na talaga kailangan mag-stick to your 9 to 5 job.
Maraming trabaho ngayon na hindi nag-i-exist 10, 20 years ago because of the internet.
Exactly.
And, may mga jobs na naging obsolete dahil sa internet. Pero, ganun talaga eh. Parang change is inevitable kung hindi ka magbabago, kung hindi ka sasabay sa pagbabago, wala ring mangyayari sa iyo eh. And just to wrap up lang, Cindy.
Okay.
Para dun sa mga gusto rin maging freelancer. For me, I realized that this career has made me better today than what I was yesterday.
Wow, ang galing.
No,
Oo,
seriously.
totoo
Kasi
yun.
parang when I look at the stuff I did with my career in the past, hindi ko naman sinasabi naging masama akong teacher or naging masama akong call center agent. But
Okay.
mas marami akong natutunan ngayon, mas marami akong kayang gawin ngayon, unlike before. So, siguro in any other type of career or business, ganun din dapat ang iniisip natin. That we have to be better today than what we were yesterday.
We have to be more open to
Yes,
the possibilities, to the changes, to the lessons, di ba?
Yes, and that's the only way we will succeed.
Oo, yun. Be like water.
Trot.
Yun. Ay, kung ano pala, kung gusto nyong i-follow si Cherrie, saan ka namin matatagpuan?
Yes, please. If you want to read about self-love, self-care, motherhood, love, relationships, and whatnot, you can go to our website. That's selfloveafterruins.com. Or if you want to learn more about content marketing, digital marketing services like social media content, blogging, you can go to the greatest digital creatives. Check out our Facebook page kasi mas active ako doon sa Facebook page. And if you would like to avail of our services, doon na lang ako i-message.
Ayun,
Salamat,
support.
Cindy.
Support freelancers, support small businesses.
Trot.
Trot, di ba? Yun. Thank you, ma'am.
Salamat din, Cindy.
Salamat. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Have you been thinking if you should quit your job and pursue your passion? Well, you don't really have to quit it right away. It's always good to test the waters before deciding if you really want to passion hustle full-time. Yes, we call it passion hustle. That means keeping your career on track and still earn from your passion by working on it part-time. Having a website actually gets you your first passion hustle clients, but creating one can be a strenuous task. The good news is we can help you with that. Coffee and Fly offers website development and design. Level up your business and establish your brand with a WordPress website. Our package starts at 15,000 pesos or $300. That includes a domain name, web hosting, business email setup, and 3 months technical support. Check out coffeeandfly.com/services for more details. Thanks again for listening for today's episode. This is Cindy Wong for Coffee and Fly. Hope to see you again on the next episode. Goodbye!